and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. I'm still on kind of a kick on creating guides, so I figured today we could talk about wearing watches in summer, and 7 tips I have to make sure that wearing a watch in summer is a good experience for you. Before we get started, what am I wearing? Today I'm wearing the vintage Atlantic Worldmaster on a beautiful wrist candy Watch Club NATO strap. I haven't worn this too much since I got it, and it's not generally a watch I want to wear on a NATO, but it's a perfect excuse to wear it, put it on a NATO, wear it for summer. It's one of my tips. Anyway, let's get started. Tip number 1, do not wear alligator or leather in summer. This should be pretty self-explanatory. It's very hot in summer, you're going to sweat a lot, and alligator straps or leather, but particularly alligator and the manufacturer ones, are extremely expensive. Sweat will stain the strap, it'll darken the strap. Not wearing your strap in summer will generally make it last a lot longer. Now, I've seen alligator straps, where a customer wears it every day, even through summer, last as little as 6 months. But some of my straps have lasted as long as 4 or 5 years, even though I do have many watches, so I rotate. However, it will elongate the life of your alligator straps if you don't constantly sweat in them and wear them in humid climates, and summer is key. So, wear a NATO, wear a pearl-on, wear a bracelet, something less expensive or where the sweat won't affect the material. Number 2, this tip is actually in my maintaining your watch guide tip as well, but it's particularly important for summer, and that is get your watch pressure tested. Now, summer is a very humid climate, so the humidity can affect your watch, or you might be going swimming in the pool or the ocean. So you're going to want to get your watch pressure tested at either a watchmaker or an AD. Most ADs do not charge for this service. An independent watchmaker might charge you $10-15, but no more than that. Just to make sure that the watch is water resistant and you won't get any condensation on the crystal, in which case you're going to have to change the gaskets and bring it in for a service. So every summer, it's a good idea to get a pressure test. Next is do not wear a watch with plating during summer. Now, once again, the oils on your skin, the salts on your skin can greatly affect gold plating and but make it wear a lot quicker. So even though I don't own any gold plated pieces, if I did, I would not wear them in summer. Number 4, and this is a little bit of a strange one, but it's becoming more of a common problem nowadays, is I wouldn't wear any bronze cases or copper cases, which are very rare, during summer either. Once again, copper and bronze, they patina over time, and with the sweat, the salts on your skin will advance the aging process rather quickly. Not to mention, a lot of people get allergic reactions to copper and bronze, and this can be exacerbated by a humid and sweaty climate. So, guys, if I were you, I'd stick to stainless steel, or if you have the option, gold. Gold is always a good option. Tip number 5. If you have a watch on a bracelet, make the bracelet bigger, either with an easy link or a micro extension, or just put an extra link in there. When the weather is hot, wrists tend to swell, and your watch can quickly become uncomfortable. The size at which you were wearing your watch in a colder climate might not be the same size your wrist is in a warmer climate. So it's always a good idea to put an extra link in there, or just open that micro extension a little bit to make sure you get a comfortable fit. Now, if you wear a Rolex, this is pretty easy, especially in the Submariner. You've got the slide lock clasp, so no big deal. But if you're wearing vintage or something that isn't easily sized, I recommend bringing it one notch bigger for the summertime. Tip number 6. When you get home and you take off your watch, do not store it or keep it for prolonged periods of time in direct sunlight. Now, yes, sunlight isn't necessarily detrimental quickly to a watch, but major heat, and direct contact with sunlight can hurt the oils in the movement and make them dry out. I'm not saying don't wear your watches out of the house. Of course, wear your watches out. Just when you get home and you take them off, don't put them on the windowsill or anything like that. Or even in winter, don't put them on the radiator. Try and keep them in a cool environment just to help the oils last a little bit longer in the movement. Now, last but not least, when you get home and you take off that watch, I would give it a quick little rinse. In summertime, you sweat once again, the oils on the skin, the salts in your skin, they're not particularly great to leave kind of crusted onto the watch. Or even if you just took it to the pool or into the ocean, you want to get that chlorine and salt water off, just put it in a lukewarm, either a lukewarm kind of tub, or rinse it in some lukewarm water to get that gunk off. That way it doesn't kind of congeal. Now, I know these tips are pretty self-explanatory, but it's for the new collectors out there. I remember we want to make this hobby grow, and these are just 7 quick tips to help you wear a watch in summer and not make a mess. Anyway, guys, I know I mentioned it before, but I joined Instagram. Please take a look at the description below. I left a link so you can follow me there if you want daily watch pictures, and give this video a thumbs up if you appreciated it. It keeps me motivated. And of course, do not forget to subscribe so you won't miss any content. I've got some great videos coming up and a few guests coming up on the channel as well. I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to miss those. Thank you so much for sticking around for Federico Talks Watches, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.